And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back live from Bar A. It's the Sports Port. It's the TCA is in that edition of the Sports Port is brought to you by the Velvet Llama. So we got some drinks, some merch in front of us. We're going to sample those as well as get some takes from the TCA and all the crowd here on the world of sports. What's going on,
dude? Pumped to be here, back again here. Bar first time Beach Bash here. That's awesome, dude. I'm stoked to have a great show, and obviously Mets win, so it's fucking good.
How do you feel making your Bar A debut, Matthew?
Dope, bro. I've never been here before. Crowd is dope. The whole venue's sick. You can't beat it.
Just get started.
Ocean's like 5 minutes away.
Let's
go,
boys.
And how about Michael at the producer's desk over there? He looks like he's chilling out
right now,
dude.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, I got the umbrellas
set up.
Yeah, I've got my drinkage, and I've got some good people here as well. This is dope.
So, yeah, all you could ask for. We said we were going to do the sampling from the start, though.
Dude.
What are you going with here?
I'm going to go what's right in front of me, probably, the espresso martini.
Ooh.
All right, so could you
what do you want? You want margarita?
Yeah, I'll do the margarita.
You do the margarita here.
Matt's like, I got to do the
no, Matt's
Moscow Mule.
Matt, could you sample the water?
The water, dude.
Yeah, I hear it. This is the seltzer water from Bar A.
All right, so I'm pretty stoked.
You start, Tony.
Yeah,
Let's get a live view.
Wow.
How's that compared to a regular martini, though?
No, I'm just saying, like, usually mixed cocktail drink, like, what? Five?
Yeah.
This is double.
It definitely tastes strong. I definitely can taste the alcohol. Dude.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty wild.
That's kind of like the playoff of the scene. Just like, what do we have?
No. So, like, yeah, I'm tasting, like, some espresso, lots of alcohol, which I'm not going to complain about that. But I will say, it is super tough to have, a canned espresso martini, not being made fresh with fresh espresso. So you take it with a grain of salt, if you will. But I mean, these are definitely slammable, I will say.
Go another sip. Let's see after, I feel like you need a couple sips.
Well, if it's actually slammable, Michael, would you just drink the whole thing or not?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Just
what do you think, Tony?
I'm not going to be tempted here today. All right, dude.
What do you mean?
Wow. Seems like it was triggered a little bit.
Yeah.
There. All right. So I'm going to try the spicy margarita here. So let's see. It says, enjoy like a llama. So
do llamas get wasted like that? They drink?
Yeah. This one does with the shades on.
Honestly,
yeah, he does.
As Tony would say, this plays. You definitely taste the alcohol.
It plays.
But I feel like it's easier to have in a can than an espresso martini,
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah, but definitely spicy. Definitely spicy. I'm going to be interested to see what you think about it.
I will also be interested to see what you think about it.
But it's interesting. You said you could slam it, but you've had like what, 1.5 sips?
First of all, this is like half gone already.
Oh, right? It's half gone.
Yeah, well, how many ounces is it?
8.4 food ounces. So nice round number, I guess. Yeah, right. Dude.
Nice. There he is.
That's right.
There you go.
Really, right? No one else is drinking.
While we're here, we're gonna be talking a lot about baseball. But while you're here, been a little bit. Since
I'm here, dude. I'm not going anywhere.
Been on the show, Matthew. Been a tough time recently. What's been your overall analysis? How you feeling right now?
Well, it's just been frustrating. Team's a lot better than
what's so frustrating.
We've been performing. Just everything. It seems to be. What it is? All facets of the game.
Breaking down at the same time.
Yeah, breaking down at the same time. So you can't really rely on your pitching. You can, but then there's no runs being scored. So that's the other thing too. There's been a few instances where the pitching's been solid.
Right,
1, 2, 3 runs, but then you don't get any run support. So
dude, there's nothing worse than
losing the game.
Like you said, knowing too your team is better,
that's it.
But they just cannot figure it out chemistry wise when they're firing on all cylinders at the same time.
Yep.
Because it's losing games 2-0. Or scoring 7, but then giving up 8, and it's 8-7, 9-7. You're like, dude, brutal.
So it just seems like all levers that you'd be able to pull to yourself to a win. Offense, defense, pitching, all all taking a hit at the same time. And then if one's working, then like the others are taking a dip. So it's just been, and it's been like that for what, 10 days?
I mean,
last 10
like
days,
12
days.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks.
And it's crazy that like both New York teams are almost kind of going through a similar rough patch, dude.
The parallels.
Yeah,
The
there are
parallels,
parallels
very
since
parallel.
the tailgate.
Can't doubt the parallels.
And it was just kind of
Parallel.
ironic because we were both talking to Rick, Dave, Michael K, all you guys. And at the time, it was like, oh, these are two of the best teams in baseball.
Right.
And then they proceed to play as some of the worst teams in
Right.
baseball.
I mean, we know the record since the tailgate, dude. It's not good.
Dude, that's
No.
hilarious.
Not good, dude.
You think it's Michael's fault?
Michael K?
Michael K.
No. If anything, it's Brian's fault,
He's
I
getting,
feel.
he's getting some
Brian at City
thrown-
Field,
thrown
like
around,
something
dude.
something
So we're
happened.
gonna call it
he
the-
left.
He
though.
We're
left.
gonna call
He
it
left.
the curse
Uber.
of the
He took the
accidental
Uber.
Uber.
Yeah, the accidental Uber
To the
curse.
golf
dude.
course.
Yes.
So maybe it's the Uber driver's
Yeah,
fault.
dude.
Nah, dude, that Uber driver was just an innocent bystander, dude. He did nothing wrong.
And also I was just gonna ask you, do you have like a vision on what specifically they should do to improve the team, come the trade deadline?
I just think you just got to break out of the slump.
So you
First
think
of all,
really you're
but
not
also
making many
no.
changes or not?
Well, the Eugenio Suarez, I like.
Ah,
Yeah.
That I like.
Yeah.
I really do.
Heard some rumblings.
Yeah, heard some rumblings. And then, obviously, I guess like third base, second base situation. Even though I feel like Jazz could play third.
Don't you feel like he's way
you
better
want
at
him
second though?
Well, I'll tell you this though. I like him at third though because he's got a rocket arm.
I
So,
know,
like,
but I feel like he's made some
like,
mistakes
got
too
a
that I
rocket
just,
arm, dude.
And I see LeMayo at
Got it.
second, and he has as good a range as about I would
Wait,
at second
who,
base.
dude? LeMayo.
Doesn't that make sense though to have Jazz at third
I
base?
think so.
I'd
Yes,
fire it
dude.
over.
Yeah,
No,
no,
but
there's
I'm
guys,
saying you don't
speedy
think
guys.
Jazz is better though at second, and then you just get a real third baseman
Well,
like
who are you
Eugenio
gonna?
Suarez?
I mean, if you pick up Suarez, then
I
yeah,
mean,
there
I'd
is
be
no
fine with
need.
that too. I'd be
I
fine
think
with that too.
that's the move.
I mean, doesn't Suarez can play second too? No.
I don't know, but you wouldn't put him there. You put him
No?
at third.
All right, well
Because
then, yeah.
I'm saying we always do this shuffle with the positions.
Well,
like
do you
guys
think-
at the regular.
Do you think
position.
there's maybe a better second baseman available that you can throw Jazz at third and pick up a second baseman?
I don't know what
Who?
second baseman. I haven't heard anything. I don't want Jose Iglesias.
Dude, you better watch out, man. Like he could come to the team and like be pretty explosive.
He's not gonna.
you know. I mean, like I don't think anyone has had like any baseball players had a concert at both City Field and Yankee Stadium. That'd be sick, dude. Like,
yeah,
oh
that
my
would
god,
be
right?
crazy.
It was so.
Like, oh my God.
And I forgot if you
I'm down with
commented on this yesterday when I was talking about it. What do you think about the whole like Rice like platooning with Wells or getting the starting catching job to get him more at bat?
Ryan hates it, dude.
I heard a little bit about this yesterday.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, do you think like
Well, I
Rice is
think
better?
Rice
Do you think
is-
Wells can figure it out, dude? Or
I think Wells is sick. I think he's a great catcher.
yeah.
But I mean,
Well,
some of these
defensively, for sure.
swings and the
Late, though,
misses are tough, right?
The golf swing is like it's really tough.
Looks like
When-
you up
when he's
there.
up there, basically. I shot a 102 the other day, by the way, at Silvermine. That's my career high.
So
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Career low.
Career low.
Career low.
Oh, which is pretty sick,
Best
dude.
score.
I've never shot a 102.
It took me.
So-
I usually average like an 80.
I got 103.
No, and I think
Pars? Any birdies?
he had a par. He had a par.
One par.
One par.
I think it's a requirement
no
now.
Eights. No
No
eights.
eights.
That's what.
No eights.
That's
How about
the
9?
No nines.
No nines.
Nothing above a 7.
Oh, there we go,
No,
dude.
but I think it's a
So-
requirement now. Everybody who talks has to
Yeah.
say what their career low is on the golf course.
Was the
I like
7
that.
on a
When
par
you come on,
3?
you're gonna have to
dude?
do that. Yeah. What's that, dude?
Was the 7 on a par 3?
Probably. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of
was
the
like
people,
church.
dude,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
I mean,
we have
We've
some
been blessed with some incense.
Oh,
some
that's
guests
fine,
here
Church.
who have some takes. They
Let's
wanna
go to the
get out
comments
there.
first before the
Yeah,
guests
sorry,
fire.
yes, absolutely.
Michael
Let's do
producing
that.
the show. Great job, Michael. Show was
So
great.
JD talking sports coming in here hot and early at 10:16 a.m.
Hey, brother.
Okay, so he was in
JD.
here about 45 minutes early,
That's sick.
talking, doing his thing. He said, "No pregame video." Damn.
I feel like we got some B-roll, Mike.
Like on the
I don't know.
socials? like you were
There's gonna
saying?
be a vlog. Where's DTV now? JD, don't you worry about a thing, baby. Then we got this dude Jaybird
Oh.
047. Have you guys heard of him?
Yeah, they may know him.
Oh,
The J-Man.
Yeah,
Well,
isn't he Hammond?
better know
well,
he's
you know, it's funny you say that,
He's in
Barnes.
Connecticut right now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, dude. He's going to a Goose
So he-
concert.
I'm going
flops?
Sunday with you, maybe
To where?
a Goose concert when we get back. Talk about it later.
All right.
He's saying get hammered.
I like Goose.
I never heard of them.
Hamid.
My
He's
cousin,
definitely Hammond.
my cousin might take us.
I'm not gonna lie, that first espresso martini.
He's feeling it.
I mean, I slammed it kind of quick. I don't know if you guys saw. You know?
Did you
How
drink
you
enough
feeling?
water
I
before this?
feel like you're already feeling it.
No, I am
I
feeling
can-
it definitely a little bit.
yeah,
10%.
Yeah.
No, but
I can
honestly,
see
I
it
don't
in your
want
I
to
feel like he's alive right now.
Put the shades on.
He's
right now.
alive.
Put the sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Tony was sleeping.
Dude,
Now
he's
Oh,
alive.
he's up. Now you're up.
Speaking
You're
of
up, bud.
people here, Josh B saying, "Yo, fam, what is good?"
Where's Josh
Capital LFG.
I believe Josh
with
is here,
3
right?
exclamation points.
I think he's
Where's
wandering
Josh
around
B?
somewhere here.
He's chain smoking cigarettes outside, maybe.
and yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And then we have
It's pretty sick.
Ernie's
Jealous.
Best friend on here saying
right now.
Buck. It's Buckta, by the way. Saying
I figured.
I want Ernie showed on the camera. Put that man on the camera. He said. Ernie. And then Donna Lee coming in here saying
Lee,
hello.
we should see her shortly.
I hope we get to see her soon.
We get to see her on camera.
Patty Bailey saying Tony, I proposed to Matt.
Really?
What was that?
What?
He's just fucking around because
And
there's a second
Barnes
part of
live
that.
show at Saratoga this year.
How ridiculous would that be? That's right by
Saratoga?
where Patty lives in Schenectady.
I'd be down to go.
Yeah.
Also, we have
Saratoga
Buckta saying,
Saratoga.
Matt, I miss you, Matty. And
You
then
name, don't you?
the great Erdini saying, yeah. Also, capital LFG, capital DTV, baby.
Let's go.
That's
baby.
from Ernie as well. Buckta
job.
coming in here saying, yeah. As well as Ernie, would you move in with me?
No, did he really ask that?
All right, Michael. All right,
no.
pipe down here.
Settle down. Settle down.
Let's not
Charlie-
get crazy, okay?
Come on, Ernie.
And then Charlie coming in here saying, what a friggin' setup, this ESPN Beach Bash or Downtime TV Beach
Let's
Bash.
go.
Wow,
Let's
dude.
go. Thank you, Charlie.
Basically split at this point, right?
yeah.
It's like half ours, half theirs.
I think it's all
Yeah.
ours, dude. It's our spot
Buckta,
now.
Maddie, let's meet up and talk a lot of Lakers. And then he's going to keep going, but we'll get back to the comments later. I feel like that's enough for right
enough
now.
of that. Enough of
Good
that.
intro. Good intro.
But I feel like we got some people who want to say a couple things.
Yeah.
No?
Do we? I don't know
Yeah.
if we do. Dude.
Ernie with his requested camo, at least, I would think.
That's right, dude. And you got the Tony
calling
jersey
Ernie.
going on,
Yeah.
dude.
We got
Calling
Colm, like,
Ernie. Is Ernie calling in?
somebody's got to be calling
No?
in.
Is Ernie stepping up to the plate?
It's Cullum going first.
Call
We got
Colm. What's
Colm
going
the
on, bro?
microphone.
Before I get to my take, I was told to sample what is
Yeah.
Velvet Llama.
Yes.
I know you got the espresso martini.
That's right.
And what
The margarita.
All
Margarita.
right, so I'll try. What was the third
Moscow
one?
Mule.
Moscow
Mule.
Are you a
All right,
Moscow
okay.
Mule fan?
That
Go
would
get
be
him.
my
yeah, Moscow Mules are good.
cocktail of choice.
All right, good, good.
So let me see what is it. Should I sip it? Or should I
Well, we
just
could
take
get
it all
you.
back?
We
I
could
mean,
get you some more.
Yeah, I
so
feel
don't
like
worry.
it's like a little shot.
Whatever
You
you
can like
wanna do,
slam.
bro.
Yeah, right?
Slam
I'll
it,
go
dude.
full
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
There he is.
There we go.
Down the
Push it
hatch.
around if you need to.
Take another one if you need. You know.
You ever see people like
Yeah.
taste wine
You
when
can
they
do the
like
whole row
aerate
if
it?
you want.
Do the whole row. Nah, pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good. I would say it's not as strong as a normal like Moscow Mule, but
that's crazy.
had a little bit of kick at the end.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
It was good.
I feel like you need to get the experience from McCann. Maybe we could hook you up.
Oh yeah, maybe, dude.
Yeah, and I think you
Um,
should drink that since you were feeling a little woozy from.
All right,
the-
give me a
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna open it
Moscow
for you and
Mule
everything.
was
Yeah,
right?
you open it for me, dude. But don't take a sip.
It's not a race, Tony. All right.
It's a marathon, dude,
Yeah.
not a sprint.
So you guys
Yeah.
were
thank you, dude.
you guys were talking the Yankees.
Yes.
And obviously the Yankees
Oh,
have not been very good, but over a 162, they're going to have ups and downs. It is what it is. But as Yankee fans, we don't worry about what's going on in the regular season. The only
Mhm.
thing that matters is the playoffs.
That's right.
Right.
And what I've said for the last 8 or 9 years, what's been the issue in the playoffs?
Hitting.
The hitting does hit.
Yep.
The hitting doesn't hit.
Mhm.
As simple as it can be put. And right now, Fried is good. Rodon has been good. We don't know what he could be at any point in time, but he's been good. Those are two premier starters right now, and you have to believe that the rookie of the year, and I think Clark Schmidt would have been right there for rookie of the year if he didn't get hurt. One of those two guys has to pop off and be a legitimate third starter in the playoffs. Pitching has never been the issue in the playoffs. They have to absolutely go after a hitter. And I don't know who necessarily would be out there. The only name that comes to my mind is what I thought last year, Rengifo from the Angels. He's had a down year this year, but maybe a new change of scenery might change it because he was really good last year. But I don't know. But I think they absolutely need to address the hitting because they've had the same problem for the last 8 years. It's home run or bust. And literally the only person in the entire lineup I can count on in the playoffs is Giancarlo Stanton.
Right.
You know he's going to come.
October
You know he's going to hit.
legend, dude.
Yeah.
You know he's going to hit. He has the greatest home run percentage and RBI percentage in history behind freaking Babe Ruth.
Right.
So you know he's going to play. And you hope to God Aaron Judge finally figures out. But who else in this lineup you look at and say, I believe he's going to be productive in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean,
So
we're
what's the-
hoping
what's the-
for Bellinger and Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt, yeah, I was
obviously.
gonna say.
They've
Yeah, that's
done
why I
it
got those two
before.
guys.
It's not a given, but that's what we're hoping for.
A lot of the conversation we've been having the past couple, I guess, a week or two, is your confidence in Judge succeeding in this postseason, specifically this year. What do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's definitely feels a little bit different this year.
Mhm.
Obviously, he's had MVP years, he's had monster years, but you're looking at this year, what he's batting like 365. Obviously, it dipped down. He was close to 400 like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Everybody's taking a dip,
Yeah.
but he's looking different
Yeah.
this year. It's looking at every single instance of the plate appearances looking unreal. Obviously, he's got the power, but he's so talented. He's so good. You can't deny what he's capable of.
Right.
I think it is a matter of time. And you look at players in the past, like Alex Rodriguez, for the example. He had bad playoff. It took him one to figure it out, and boom,
Right.
2009 championship. And there's a lot of great players in the history have had bad playoff performances. Hank Aaron, you look at his OPS in his career. He has a bad OPS in his career in the playoffs. It takes 1 year to figure it out. And if he has one monster year in October, I believe they're capable and they can take that to a championship. And what he's done, he'd be immortalized. He needs one to be an all-time top 10, top 5 Yankee.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, if he brings home a championship, that is it, you know? And I think, you know, even though there's some people, Josh B included, maybe aren't as optimistic, you know, I think any year having confidence in Judge in the postseason is totally warranted.
Yeah, and I love to hear it too. No, I'll let you go after. I'm saying just because everybody's giving me a lot of, I don't know, flack or whatever you want to call it.
I give you a lot of flack.
Shit. For saying that,
flack all year.
no, but you just agreed with what I just said. That like Judge is too good. He's going to figure it out. He's better than ever. So, but a lot of people behind you have said that. I'm crazy for saying that. It's like it's Aaron friggin' Judge. You don't bet against him.
No, that's the whole thing, dude. That's the one thing. That's the last thing we need him to do is come through in October and
but
step
also
up.
To be devil's advocate in that fact, it's
hasn't happened.
Expected until proven otherwise.
Yeah. At this point,
it's been what since 2017.
2017.
We've gotten 7.
Yeah.
We got 6-7 playoff runs of him being very below
And
average.
He's too good.
He's too good.
That's the thing too, bro. It's like he's too talented and too good.
Yeah.
And too high level of a professional baseball player, especially a hitter and all around.
I mean,
just to have that
I keep the faith
continue
until,
to happen.
You got to keep the faith.
And and I think also you got to put faith in him that he realizes, understands that that's kind of the last thing he needs to address.
I think definitely this year put a bigger microscope on it.
And
going to the World Series and being bad the whole year.
Yep.
I think this was definitely the biggest.
And if you look at Game
version of it.
5, he made those adjustments and he had a good game.
He
At
did.
the plate.
Yeah,
The game
at the plate,
obviously sucked, but
Now, what do you guys
he,
like?
he,
okay.
he made the adjustments. Well, no, I just remember them showing the video, dude. He was too open,
Right.
then
And he was
and then-
chasing too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was too open. He was chasing, and then they showed the comparison, the side by side, and he brought it, and he closed his stance. I mean, that was it.
Yeah.
He hit the
Okay.
home run. He had a double. I think he had a single too.
Yeah.
In Game 5.
What were you going to say?
Well, no, I was wondering like what you guys really think or can boil it down to as to why there's been so many postseasons where he hasn't performed. I mean, last year I think he led the team with 20 strikeouts in the postseason. Obviously, you look at the stats and it's like regular season, postseason strikeouts way up, average way down.
Well,
Like, is it more of like a mechanical thing, a stance
It's
thing?
got to
or
be
is it-
both. It's got to be both.
Is it
Chase
just
and
like
mechanical.
mechanical, the best pitchers,
mental, too.
back
And
to back
mental.
to back, like sort
Yeah,
of
I don't
deal?
think it has anything to do with the best pitchers. Aaron Judge has shown anything.
Well, I mean,
It's mental, it's mechanical, and it's chase rate.
But
yeah,
to-
I think
to
it's
wrap-
at this
to
point,
wrap
man.
up mine, I took
Yeah.
a second shot of the
The mule?
Moscow
The
Mule.
mule?
Yeah.
Oh,
Banging.
Very, very, very
Cullum.
good.
It is good.
Oh, Colin.
that
Very
can's
good.
for you, but you can't leave our little booth
Yeah.
with it.
You got to slam it right here. It's not a joke. No, I actually do.
General vicinity.
I do.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might
right
have to
in this
bring
little
security
nook.
Like over there
just
is
in
good.
case.
Give
Like,
me-
yeah, Renee will
Yeah.
show you
I could kill this in like
Yeah.
right now.
Do it.
Yeah.
Right
it.
this second.
I think Tony and you should have a chug off right now.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, right
All right,
now.
I mean, I got one right here.
All right.
full.
I'll count down. So on
I'll give you a head start if you want.
the go.
I don't know.
Oh, even up with the sips.
Look at
On
that.
the go.
Look at that
You take-
impressive stash. I don't think I
Yeah.
got a chance.
I mean, it's only like 8 ounces, you know? I mean, come on. I mean,
So I'm gonna count down to I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then on go. You,
All right,
you-
you're going to count up to 3.
yes.
Okay.
On go or on 3?
On go.
On go.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh boy.
This is close.
Chug.
Oh.
Shades of me versus
I think
Babchick.
Colin won.
Cullum.
Yeah, Colin was the
Colin.
winner.
Nice, dude.
Get him a sticker,
shit.
Renee.
Get him a
Round one
sticker.
goes to
Great
Cullum.
stuff, Colin.
The mustache got in the way. I'll give it.
Yeah,
It does, dude. It spills out, dude. It's
It
crazy.
does.
I will say though, the Moscow Mule.
No, you should shave and then do it again.
I'll shave it right now. And go back afterwards. It's definitely like you definitely taste a lot more ginger beer in this one as opposed to alcohol.
All right, great, good stuff, Colin.
Nice, Colin. Appreciate it.
We got some more guests coming up. What do we got?
I think we have
the great
best friend.
Yeah,
what's up, dude? Looking good today.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, buddy? What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Look at you in
Nice
that
to see
Pretty good, man.
No complaints.
In that Twins jersey.
Bucked my wife might have a problem with us moving in together.
Yeah, she just nodded her head. Yes,
Possibly
she did.
My kids as well.
What if you guys
What's up, guys?
all move in together?
No.
All right.
Um,
With Buckta.
So I wanted to comment on what you said about Wells and Rice.
mhm.
I don't think platooning Rice right now is a good decision yet. We still need to kind of save people. It's still too early in the year to go ahead and pull that card. Let's kind of wait to see more towards after the All-Star break. Maybe around like August, see then to give him a little bit more reps just in case somebody goes down like Escara or Wells goes down and you might need him regardless. But to go ahead and kind of put him there a little early, especially when Stanton necessarily isn't producing where we kind of want him to be, still needs to have his time to kind of get into his groove. And you don't want to take the bat out of Rice's hands. So you kind of want to continue to just platoon him at first with Goldschmidt and DH and just keep everything where we're at. Like, the Yankees aren't in a bad spot. We play terrible every June. It's not something that's weird. You know, most Yankee fans are used to this. Is it frustrating? Sure. But we're used to this.
Right.
So, you know, I don't think it's a panic button. Be happy that it's happening before the All-Star break. Judge still hovering over 350. Like, you get what I'm saying? Goldschmidt is still murdering lefties. Goldie's going to be where he's at. So I think we're fine. But to go more towards what you were talking about, the other guys, because, you know, Barnes gets a lot of slack on Judge, not necessarily a lot. But what I wanted to go back to is something in the conversation that we had on Discord a lot, is that if you look at a lot of these past World Series wins, right? Since I watch a lot of these games, you'll see that Chili Davis, Scott Brocious, names like those are the names that won us those titles.
Mariano Duncan.
You get what I'm saying? Who remembers that? And then in 09, people like to say, oh, A-Rod and all these big guys. But who was really the guy that won us that World Series?
Matsui.
Yeah, Matsui.
So
Godzilla.
Reality,
MVP.
yes, do we need Judge to produce? Sure, we need him to produce. But if he bats 175 with 10 RBIs in good spots, I'm pretty sure Yankee fans are going to be happy if it's a World Series win.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So, you know, production is really perspective at the end of the day. What we need is Bellinger, Goldie, Jazz, producing the moments that we need them, timely hits by our catchers.
Yeah.
Things like that is what's going to get us a World Series win, not Judge batting 450 and everybody else just tailing on his coast.
Yeah,
that's
you're totally right.
Yeah, 100%.
Real quick before we continue
What
this
do you got?
amazing conversation.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh. Okay, so we'll go over here.
Sift through the comments, dude. Yeah.
All right, JD talking sports saying,
Here we
have
go.
a great show.
Where is JD, by the way?
He says he wishes he was here. He's at a wedding, I think.
Yeah, he
Oh,
to
he had a
do
wedding?
something. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Okay. He has to do something, dude.
Charlie wants to know how Cullum smells, which is like, I don't know. I think he smells great.
I mean, he's been far enough from us. I guess I can't really smell him.
We haven't got any
Smells like
wops,
the
though.
ocean.
Yeah. well,
Buckta coming in here saying, hi, Ernie. You're on camera. Matt saying, oh, howdy. Danny V, who we wish was here, saying, my guys, what up, family? Missing you guys.
Bernie.
Us too, Bernie.
Too, bud.
JD talking sports saying Spencer Jones going to AAA.
Well deserved. I think 15 or 16 home runs. in
wait to
AA
tell us
this year.
how it tastes, Ernie. I mean, I'm
getting
blanking
called up.
right now.
Double, it's a triple A.
Too much comments.
Too many
dude.
comments.
You're
Buckta-
reading. Michael's never read this much in his
just happened.
life.
Buckta saying, when are we getting
Right now.
Kessler, Ernie? I don't understand that.
Walker Kessler from the Jazz, right? Is that what he's talking about?
No one in DTV loves Ernie more than I do. I'm just keeping it on Ernie right now
I don't
because
think so, Buckta.
I love you, Ernie. That's from Buckta, but I also love Ernie as well. Kanar MSB saying Velvet Llama.
There we go. Velvet.
Let's go,
The
Velvet
llama.
Llama.
is
Shout out
loose.
Velvet Llama.
It's loose out here, baby.
Velvet Llama.
Joey Greenwood.
Wow. Oh, Joe.
You know what he's saying?
Show looks good.
He is. He's saying looking good, boys.
All right,
go,
there we
Joe.
go, dude.
As
ND
long as he's
filters.
saying that, that's all that
We're working
matters.
with what we got, Joey.
Buckta, Ernie is my boy. And then Aaron Antigua saying, see you guys around 2.
Aaron in the car.
Let's go, dude.
Can't wait to see him.
T-minus 2.5 hours.
All right, continue.
Thank you, Michael. Great job with the comments.
No, I
dude.
thought that was a great take by Ernie, though.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You were spot on with everything.
He always
you
comes
know,
in with the great
if
takes.
you're
Yeah, man.
winning, it's like, what are you complaining
Right.
about?
And
You know?
those
Doesn't matter
teams,
who.
like, especially in 09, yeah. It's
like
like the guy,
09,
have those
98,
guys
99.
step up.
But also,
Yeah,
I
roll
wish we
guys.
could just look it up, but it would just take too long. But I would
Situational
love to
hitting.
see the amount of hits in those years that we would have per game versus now.
Yeah, but it's also a different game.
Mm.
Like if you
Yeah.
look at those teams back in the days, you had more average in hits than you did home runs. Like if you look at the what we were talking about teams that never won World Series, right?
Right.
If you look at the 98-99 Indians, they had averages on that team where everybody was in the mid threes, 325, 340, 350. Where do you see a lineup where 6 to 7 guys have a 300 batting average in today's game? Matter of fact, I think we did the numbers the other day. There's only 18 players in the entire league who are currently batting over 300.
But you know what the problem is? The guys that hit 240, 250 for us in the regular season hit 150 in the postseason, and that is the difference.
That's tough.
But you have to expect that though. It's the same way how people were hitting 350 during the season and then they dropped down to 220, 240. But it visually it looked better because 240 looks better than 170.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the game is different. A lot of these World Series games, you either see a blowout or a 2-0, 3-1 win.
Yeah.
Where the pitching and the bullpen is what's going to take you. So you have to kind of put that into perspective when you're thinking about a Yankees possible World Series win. I mean, the last couple World Series, that's all you saw. 10-0, 12-0, 12-1, 10-1, then 2-3 game, 5-4, 5-3, 3-0. It's no longer the league that was back in the days where it was home runs or you had 3 to 4 guys that were going to hit close to 400.
Yeah.
Now,
Now too, though, like you were saying, though, but they got like in the postseason, you kind of got to change strategy a little bit, your approach.
yeah.
You gotta play small ball.
Situational
No, and you
hitting,
can't have
small ball,
double-digit strikeouts every game, which we always do as well.
So, you know,
always.
there's got to be something said for you have to switch the approach.
You have to have more contact.
Can't be
And-
all or
And do
nothing
you
home
think
runs all
like
night in
getting,
October.
Suarez
work.
and a top reliever like, Cano or Felix Bautista, do you think that was enough for like the moves at the deadline to get us where we need to be?
Personally, I don't think we should touch our bullpen because right before people started getting hurt, we had the best bullpen in the league.
Right.
So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Granted, right now we have to figure out what's what with all the injuries that we have going on. Weaver should be back soon, or I think
No, he's back.
He's back already. Yeah, so we'll be in a better spot. I'm not big on Eugenio Suarez. I mean, granted, we've been eyeballing him for a little while.
Yeah.
He's been in our talks. I've said it since day one. I will say it again live. Ryan McMahon for all the money from Colorado. We can steal him from Colorado. They're having a terrible year. We'd be able to just get him for nothing. At
Probably less than Suarez, which
a
would be
lot
good
less
thing,
than
yeah.
Suarez because Arizona's going to want something in return.
Yeah.
Arizona's a competitive team that we're going to take their star hitting third baseman. They're going to want something in return. They're going to want some prospects. Colorado, you might be able to get off Peraza, LeMahieu and make a return. Drop Volpe.
Oh my
Drop
God.
Volpe, dude. I could care
Yeah.
less. But give me a solid third baseman and Ryan
Yeah.
McMahon, a lefty at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
No, and I would love to put Volpe in there, but they're not going to trade him. They're
No,
not going to trade him.
definitely
It would be great, but
No, they're
they're
so
too high up. They're too high on him.
I already
Yeah.
said this a couple
too
years
high.
ago. I said this before
Yeah,
he came
too
up.
high.
They're going to treat Volpe the way they treated Brett Gardner,
right.
where
Yeah.
regardless of his production, he's just going to be the Yankee
Well,
guy.
which is lame though, because like Gardner was like kind of like a fan favorite type
He
of
was
deal.
a fan
like,
favorite. Everybody loved
Volpe's
Gardner.
not a fan favorite
If we're going to
this
talk
point.
honestly,
Yeah.
Brett Gardner, as good as his speed was, that was always my argument. Yeah, he's fast as hell, but he has to get on base.
Right.
He
Yeah,
used to never get
but
on
he
base.
had games. He had some
And
games.
he
that
had
stood
better-
out.
in
He
his
won us.
career.
And he
When
had
he
better
started lifting.
seasons so far than Volpe as well.
Later
I like
in his
Brett
career,
Gardner.
when he wasn't as fast and he started lifting.
I
that's
just
when you
didn't
saw
like him
take
the last
advantage of
3-4
short
years.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, anger problem.
Outside
He
of
had
that.
those home runs in Cleveland series,
And that's what I'm saying.
2017.
Yeah,
that was
so like
solid.
that, but that was later in
That
his
was fun.
career. Early in
Yeah.
his career, when he was fast and young and nothing,
Yep.
bro,
He
had
stole
to get on
49
base this year.
bases, I think, in 2010 or something.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
He was good.
Pretty good.
I am gonna try this out though because
Yes.
What do you got?
Which one you got?
While
there?
he's trying that, I'm gonna just say this because
Oh no.
I've been relieved of my duties. Buck this saying the future godfather of my daughter. That's you, Ernie. So be ready.
Wow,
That's a big
dude.
honor, honestly.
Yeah,
It's a
it
big
was
honor.
me, and then
Ernie,
now
congratulations,
I'm done.
dude.
Buck, that you
Yeah.
don't want me raising your children. I promise you that. I promise you that.
That's awesome.
Which one are you going with?
Yeah, what do you got here?
I'm gonna try the spicy margaritas.
Ooh, because
nice.
you're so spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Spanish. It kind of fits.
Yeah,
Spicy.
And also, normally I don't drink, but I did say that I will share a drink with you, so I will taste this because I do feel guilty being the reason for the accidental Uber.
Oh, dude.
So in honor of the accidental Uber,
To the Uber guy.
I will definitely.
It's not your fault, dude.
Try this out.
Let's
Can
go.
you give me one of the mules?
You need one?
What are you guys drinking? The mules?
I just had the mule one, yeah.
I haven't.
The mule one was really good, actually. I'm going to try the margarita one next.
By the way, too, shout out Velvet Llama. You can get a little nice merch here. You got
Coasters.
Coasters,
We got stickers. We've got a cool cooler
That's actually
product
The
they
cooler
have
bag thing, right? Yeah, what is this supposed to be a sticker? by
for your
the way?
car.
Oh, for your car.
That's
Yeah.
actually really good.
That's
You
wild.
like it?
That's really
That's
good.
good?
And that's coming from
spicy margarita.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, I'm doing the margarita one next.
cool
It's
logo,
sweet,
by the
it
way.
has a
Everything.
little-
I like it.
Does have a little spice in it.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
good,
Yeah.
dude. I wonder what the spice is. I hope it's jalapeno.
It's probably tahini.
Jalapeno?
I'm sorry, it's what?
Tahini.
Tahini?
Could be.
Tony rubs tahini all over his vagine.
I can see that. I can see that. Is that like
Got a
Mets
couple
thing?
laughs here. Yeah,
Is that
maybe.
like a Mets thing? Probably makes the bush orange.
Yes, yes.
And then also,
Always. You
Mike-
always bring up the Mets, dude. You're infatuated with the
I
Mets.
just have a
You really
question
are,
for you,
dude.
Tony.
What?
Oh, question.
What do you got?
Are you finally gonna fade the Mets?
No, I'm not going to feed the Mets today. They just come off a win, shutout. Like,
yeah, but
why?
isn't it Mitch Keller, dude?
Kanar
Doesn't
coming in
matter.
here,
Splits
Tony.
against the Mets. Ernie knows.
No, yeah, it's not great. I mean, especially this season specifically, even.
Tony.
But I have my confidence in the bats. Like I think the right bats are heating up right now. Mauricio's looking good the past few games. What?
I knew your guy was trying to get you back.
What?
Kanar coming in here.
Who?
Kanar.
Kanar.
Looks like he's a representative of Velvet Llama.
Okay.
He says
What,
it is jalapeno.
Oh, it is jalapeno. Okay, you can
Nice.
stick
There we
that in your
go.
pipe, Ernie. Okay, smoke
The
it.
mule is organic Nigerian ginger.
Wow.
Wow.
Ginger.
I've never. Yeah.
Matt loves
Love
ginger.
that.
Yeah.
Michael, and while Ernie's up there, you got to give him the last couple comments.
Okay, I will. I got
My
you.
wife should love that.
Stop it. Come on.
So
100%.
Buckta coming in here saying no one better than Ernie.
Come on. He's
And
not
then he
saying
said,
like that.
"You're my late night contact, buddy, Ernie." And then he said, "Never get off the camera, Ernie."
I think that's enough, Michael. All right.
I mean,
Shout out
getting-
to Buckner for the late night content.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
He's losing his marbles.
I mean, did you send him
dude.
some
Right in
Velvet
front of our
Llamas too,
eyes.
dude? Has he been hitting it early or
Yeah,
what?
He might have a couple of Velvet Llamas.
And he says Ernie for life. Ernie for life.
Ernie for life. Ernie for life.
Put that on a T-shirt, Michael.
Now, Tony,
Print
I don't want you to have you left out.
What?
There's a lot of Yankee talk.
Mhm.
Can you give your Mets following some type of hope for the rest of the season? You think you guys
For the rest of the season?
Well,
I mean,
your pitching is pretty much gone.
I mean, obviously, really tough with Canning yesterday. The injury bug is unfortunate, I think. But I mean, I think that leads a lot to look forward to towards the end of the season when you do have, everyone healthy. To be honest, like when Manaea does come back, when Kadai does come back. I mean, Senga through the first part of the season, I mean, was Cy Young contention. I mean, like he has been like a tremendous ace for us so far. Obviously, it's a bit of a wild card when it comes to injuries for him. But if he remains healthy, we have a good shot with our rotation. I mean, honestly, and maybe it's too early. Maybe it's a small sample size. I mean, it is a small sample size for Montas. But for him to go out there and throw 5 scoreless innings in a big game, first start of the year for him, as a Met too, after getting shelled in his rehab starts, I mean, I think that really says a lot to what he can put out there. So, I mean, I think there's a lot to look forward to there. And not for nothing, dude, I think Juan Soto is going to be heating up. I mean, he's got 10 home runs in the month of June, or 10 RBIs in the month of June, or is it 10 home runs? I forget. In any case, he's got 19. He's got 19 on the year. So I mean, again, like we're halfway through the season, and he's starting to heat up. So you would imagine his production, specifically with the long ball, is gonna kind of have an uptick there. So, I think these 2 series back to back. You have the Pirates, and you have Milwaukee. I mean, these are sweepable. At most, at the very least, winnable series. And just like that, I mean, you're back in it. Right now, we're in first place in the East, dude. Like
the parallels, half game leads for both teams.
Exactly. So I mean, I think there's a lot to look forward to for the Mets. I think they've gotten a lot of slack and even specifically so right now, because I know the Yankees are doing bad, but this stretch, I mean, the Mets have been doing worse. So they've been definitely put more in the limelight because of that, you know. And obviously under a microscope, I feel like more so this season than any other year that I've been alive. Just because of the Soto deal, obviously Cohen, Stearns, all these things finally seemingly to culminate. I think it's been putting a lot of pressure on them, and not for nothing. I mean, they've risen to the occasion. Like I said, first in the division. They're having one of the better starts of the year that I've ever seen in my life. So I think the ceiling is high, just like the Yankees here. I mean, you know the capabilities of this lineup, of this team. Right now they're going through it. But, you know, the good times, I feel like, are around the corner.
Got it. All right, cool.
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Let's go Yankees.
Yeah.
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go New York, dude.
Real
Staten
quick,
Island, baby.
Ernie,
Jersey.
Connor
Oh, Renee.
saying
Jersey.
Ernie gets all the llamas.
He does all the llamas.
No, I don't get any llamas. I have my own llama at home.
Oh,
Do you actually?
Yeah, it's a exotic Colombian alpaca.
Bro, that's
Wow.
pretty dope.
it's very impressive.
Very, very.
Do you crochet like llama blankets and stuff with the
Yeah,
fur?
the shower has crocheting all
Nice,
over the wall.
dude. That's
Do you
awesome.
have crochet
I
things in your shower?
would like to buy a fur from you, dude. A llama fur, bro.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
I might have some alpaca something in the car.
Great,
Nice.
great
dude.
stuff, Ernie. Great stuff.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Great
man.
Erntini,
Who,
everybody.
who
Great
else we got
Erntini.
over there that wants to say something?
There he is. There he is.
We got someone.
The Chief.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
go Yankees.
The chef himself.
Bro, I gotta
burgers at
say,
tailgate.
The burgers at the tailgate, I didn't get to tell you, were absolutely
prized.
phenomenal. Honestly.
Bro, I was gonna also say that Yankee tattoo, real solid, bro.
Yeah, it needs to be touched.
Well, I know, but it's crazy that like,
Tattoo.
you even got it.
Where is
He's
this
got a
tattoo?
big Yankee tattoo on his bicep.
On his bicep. You want to show it off on the camera a little bit, dude?
Yeah, show the
Yeah,
camera.
There we go.
There
People
it
at
is.
home want to see some skin.
Let's go, dude. Look at that.
Oh. That is sick.
That is legit.
Very nice.
Barnes, dude, you gotta get one.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, honestly. That's great.
Would you get
Would
one?
you get a
One of
tattoo,
those
No,
things?
I'm just not a tattoo guy, but
That's
that
fine.
is
That's
awesome.
fine. That's fine.
If I was gonna get one, it would be
Tattoo
the Yankees, though.
You are.
Would it be Judge, you think? Or would you go a Yankee logo, like?
World Series.
Oh,
Series.
that's something like Chief. That's nice, Chief.
Yeah.
Great piece. That's a great tat.
This is my thing, right? I'm talking about the Yankees. Where they talk about going and adding another bat, where we're already struggling to be able to get all these bats into the lineup on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the
Right,
point
right.
of adding another bat? Because now you're just causing another issue.
True.
Because if you say you don't have to trade away LeMahieu, or you're not able to, for that fact, you know what I mean? Like,
I think I see
now what are
Donna.
you doing with all these bats? How many people can you have on one team?
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, I think we want to trade for somebody and release LeMahieu, right? I mean, that's
that
that's what
would
we're looking
be. I
for.
mean, and then yeah. So bring in.
I feel like he can't feel.
Release him now and eat that money now. Why didn't they do that?
No, they
before?
should have, but this is what they do. They did it with Hicks too. They kept him too long.
Well,
Also,
that's-
too,
and
the guy
Donaldson.
we bring in would be a part of that whole mix, like with fitting into the bat. Like he'd be playing, ideally, right? Like
It would be
third
the
or
starting
second.
third baseman.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
starting
exactly.
third
So-
baseman, Jazz at second. I feel like Jazz is so much better fielding at second than third base.
he's definitely a more professional second baseman than he is third.
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying
he'd
though
be
about
the
having
first one
him.
to tell you that.
You know what I mean though about having him at third though, just with his arm. Like you need a strong
No,
arm
he
at
definitely
third.
does
The
have a
guys
strong
are
arm.
fast.
But
dude.
also, we
Like,
could just
to
get,
get those
a
guys.
third baseman, though. You know what I mean? That has a strong
No,
arm.
either way, I would be good with.
I just
like,
want to
either
finally
or.
have guys playing in the right positions. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, because that's what my biggest problem is if you put Jazz at third, he's not like that's not his normal position. So
Yeah.
he doesn't have the reflection and the reaction to go along with a normal third baseman would be able to. So there's a lot of plays that aren't made
Yeah.
that are going to end up costing us runs in the long run.
Dude, also, what about that like little 360 twist and throw he does sometimes when he goes over to his left side and then he'll feel the ball, turn, and then just fire it. Remember he had a couple of those to Goldschmidt? He
Yeah.
just pulled them right off the bag.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I feel like it's because
Just
he's
get set, dude. Set your feet. Doing all like a whole, 360 thing.
well.
and
I
throwing
mean,
it
we
over.
know what it is. I mean, he's a little impaired out there.
Oh, impaired how? What do you mean, dude?
Smoking that shit.
Before the game.
Oh,
It's even a conversation me and Barnes actually had where even where what was it, like a week ago at that play at third place, where is he at to get that throw?
Right,
Like, he's not there.
He's not
You know
there,
what I mean?
yeah.
And is that because he's not a natural third baseman? Or because, I mean, like, when you're playing second base, you still have to cover second. So, like, why are you not there? Like, and I think it's just he's so out of place. He doesn't know what he's doing over there.
But I think he's so out of it, though, too. That's the problem.
What are you doing over there?
I think it's the combo of him. That's not his natural position, and then he's also.
Well, like, you see it in his eyes. I mean, he's lit out there on the field.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Kind of like you right now, Chief.
But I like him, but when we go like later into it now, sometimes I don't know if he's really the guy that should even be on this team.
Yeah, no, I get
it. It's just a value thing because of the talent he has and the fact that we're not paying him anything. We didn't give up anything for him. That's why he's valuable. But we're definitely not going to give him an extension. So I think we just want to take advantage of his value right now.
Yeah, I mean, he has the value. I understand, especially because we knew we were going to be walking away from Glaber. So, like, it was an automatic that you have somebody to fill in that spot. But then now we're still always going back to that problem at third base. It's almost like a conversation I was having with Patty yesterday about the Mets. With this, like, right now, what's their number one issue? Is center field. And that you turn around, they traded away PCA. And now that could have been the piece that they could have had in center field, and they don't have it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
You're right.
That's my thoughts.
No, and one thing that pisses me off, and we talk about it a lot too, is I don't like how Dominguez sits 3 times a week, 2-3 times a week. He needs to be in the lineup every night. He's playing good in the field, and he's had some big hitting games. He hasn't reached like his hitting potential, but you see it. But I think he needs more consistent at bats.
Do you think they should just cut Skara and just have Wells and Rice for catching purposes?
It's not a bad idea because it's.
I'm not saying
like where I was saying is having too many guys. So like if you have Dominguez, he should be playing every day.
He has to play every day, dude.
Because I'm not saying he's Juan Soto because he's not. But if you were willing to take the defensive blunders that Soto did in right field, why can't you do it in left with Dominguez then?
Well, and he's actually looking good out there now, though. He's gotten a lot better.
He does. And I think it's just a matter of him continuing to play. And he said it the other day, is that the fact that I'm playing more is giving me the confidence to be able to play at the level I should.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You know what I mean? If people say it's like a kind of a good problem to have, but I mean,
it also kind of sucks, dude.
Well, and I want Rice getting as many bats as possible. So if he's not going to be the starting catcher, like you're saying, he should be at least the backup catcher because that's one more day he can play. Goldschmidt's getting a night off for 2, so those are ways to get him in. Stan's getting a night off. Those are all Ben Rice's playing days.
Yeah. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to figure out right now, but we'll figure it out.
Do this, guys.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Which one you got?
I see Margarita.
Let's go. I enjoy it, honestly. It's good. Jalapeno.
What do you think, Chief? He likes it.
That's fucking good.
Right?
It hits.
Yeah, it does hit.
Want a full one?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You got it?
Got
Spicy.
Go ahead, he says.
Toaster.
Chris Russo.
Stay within the
You got
confines, though. Confines.
Anthony's.
It's always a pleasure, guys.
Yeah.
Always a
Appreciate
pleasure.
you, man.
Always a good time.
All right, so now we have coming up Josh Fields, known from my networking group. A friend of mine. I've told you guys about him.
What up?
Another Josh.
A lot of Joshes.
Thank you.
Nice jersey.
Huge Yankee fan.
Let's go, Yanks.
Season ticket holder since '97.
Wow.
Old stadium up in the tier box, 616, 610.
Wow.
New stadium, Jim Beam Suite, front row.
That's dope.
Awesome.
Okay, step up.
Anytime you guys want to come hang out, I can definitely stub everyone in to the Jim Beam.
You are the man.
Yes.
Back,
We will
back in the
appreciate
day,
that.
back in the day, before all this, weeds all over the place, everything's so legal, the bartenders would be like taking my edibles in exchange for free cocktails all the time.
Dude.
Wow.
It was a great hookup.
What a deal.
It doesn't work quite the same way anymore since everyone's got edibles in their pocket, but it still works once in a while.
There we go. Worth a shot.
Were you guys around at the stadium when Soto made his big return to the Bronx?
We didn't go to those games.
Watching on TV.
Watched on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
there? You were there?
I was away, but one of my clients right now, one of my really good friends that I played softball with for about 12 years in the city, his name is Mark Chalpin, a.k.a. Balls, right field bleachers. And he's the guy who runs the roll call every game.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he's the guy that organized.
Nice. Turn your back to
Did
him.
you guys notice that?
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah,
A lot of
They were talking about it on ESPN
Everybody,
and everything. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm proud of Mark. He did a great job. A lot of people wanted to just like curse the shit out of him and throw stuff at him, and he was like, "Hey, shut that down."
That was cool.
Good.
That was cool.
You know,
a little
we're
something
Yankee
different.
fans.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Have a little class to it. You know, it doesn't need to be
Exactly,
all-
dude. Be classy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Thank
Now, what are you thinking about the team right now? I mean, obviously, it's been a little bit of a tough stretch, but what are your thoughts?
I mean, overall, I'm happy with the team, but there are a few little things we need tightening up. And, I'm excited with the starting pitching, but imagine if Cole was in there.
Well, it's nice that at least we know Heels will come back.
Right. And hopefully he'll come back solid and not shaky.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I think he will. He's young. He's got good stuff.
And I mean, he's such like a hard thrower too. I mean, that velocity to have that guy come in there and to be that like, I guess intimidating is exactly what you want.
Well, the nice part is if for whatever reason it doesn't work out as a starter, I mean, he'll be an awesome.
We could throw him in the
exactly.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be like the worst thing, but obviously, hopefully, he can start.
Because I think we need another hard right hand
In the bullpen, yeah.
Somebody that could potentially be a late inning potential setup guy.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you have your eye out for a trade? Come the trade deadline.
No, I'm not as hardcore with that. Following every other team every day, I'm really focused more on our guys in the Bronx. I kind of like that with most of the sports. I'm a season ticket holder with the Jets.
No way.
Yeah, had tickets with the Jets off and on.
It's not as fun as
last
the
couple
Yanks.
years. No, certainly
Not even close.
Especially suffering through the Aaron Rodgers years. It's been,
all the hype and nothing, no return.
What do you think about this whole thing now with him in Pittsburgh and him wanting to not be on the menu, discussed every day as he's been for all these years?
I mean, he's going to be discussed whether he likes it or not, but I can also, the Steelers have always made the playoffs. I can see him making the playoffs for the Steelers this season.
I'm just curious, like, what's all the hype about his personal life, that he got married, and like, why is that so private? I mean, I think he did, right? Wasn't he saying that?
I don't know.
Shit going on,
but I feel like just because of his background and like even like the story with his family, he doesn't really talk to his family a lot.
Family thing is really
he's just a weirdo. I mean, that's what it is.
I think that's what it is. That like the ayahuasca trips, the documentary on Netflix, like all that has kind of really brought like
the darkness,
a limelight to his life. So now he's in the spotlight. So I think.
No, and he was just saying, I don't know if you guys heard this, but he was just saying once he retires, he wants to disappear. Doesn't want anybody to see him.
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
I don't
and he said he wants that also for the next 6 weeks. He just wants to remain in obsurity for the next 6 weeks. But that's not happening.
He's so like.
But you don't think he'll pop out of the darkness at some point for a payday?
Honestly, dude, I don't think, even though he says that, I think
you don't believe him. Yeah, he does.
He does. He likes being that guy. Ooh, mysterious.
He's full of shit, essentially.
Did he officially announce his retirement after this year? Somebody was saying
he said that most likely this is his last year. That's what he said.
Gotta keep everybody on their toes.
I mean, again, like who says that?
There's no point.
Who announces, oh, maybe I'll be retiring
Aaron
this
Rodgers
year?
does.
Exactly. Like, come on, man.
He's very much a me guy. He's very much about himself.
So we'll see what happens. It'd be interesting to see what Tomlin can do with him, to be honest, because you think about Mike Tomlin, a guy who's very straight edge, keeps his guys in check. I mean, obviously Rodgers is someone who really wants more control over a team than anything. So I don't know how it's going to gel, but I mean, I think there's still some talent left. Obviously, the Steelers have talent as well. So
my wife,
you got
Metcalf
she bought there too. So
my wife bought into the hype with me. She became a big fan because of his anti-vax stance.
Okay,
yeah. My wife's really big into that in the state of Connecticut, and so she was like, "Yeah, this guy's cool. He's got he's got a platform. He believes in something that I believe in."
Yeah.
But then it's just too much of the drama happened.
That's the whole thing, dude. It's like it's too much other shit.
Like the Pat McAfee shit, dude.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be on the limelight.
Yeah.
She did enjoy.
Want to be out of the limelight and be in the limelight.
You watch that doc?
Yeah, she really enjoyed the documentary with me. That was something that we kind of enjoyed.
It was well made, but again, even just hearing him talk, like like the way he talked about the ayahuasca trips, like these people are like my family. You make a connection. It's just I don't know.
And then he didn't want to be a football player, but then at the end he's like,
but he wanted to run for vice president.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. He wanted to host Jeopardy. I don't know. You know,
I mean, he just rips. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But it also came out at a really awkward time. It's like right when the Jets started to really go downhill, not win any games, and he looked like crap, and that's right when it came out.
Yeah, it was horrible timing.
Horrible timing. Oh yeah, literally, like
How do you like the Velvet Llama?
It's delicious. I'm going with the
Espresso.
martini.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
Little morning drink to get me started today.
Wake up a little bit.
Yeah, a little extra pop there.
Caffeine.
Yeah. So Velvet Llama. Where can I get these drinks, these cocktails in a can?
I'm sure we'll get a comment in a second about that.
I know they're in New York, in New Jersey, Connecticut.
In your local liquor stores.
I got a spot around the corner from me. Cap and talk to the owner and be like, "Yo, get this stuff in."
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out Velvet Llama.
It's dope that you're here because of Mike and the networking
I'm a
event.
huge
Like,
fan of these guys.
it's really cool.
I listen every
Oh, hell
day,
yeah. Oh, that's right. Mike told us.
Yeah.
Mike and I
Appreciate
sat down
it.
one
That's
day,
dope,
we're
man.
talking, and he's telling me about you guys and the show, and then it came up about the beach bash. I was like, I'm planning to go. He's like,
Yeah.
no way, I'm going to be there also. We're doing a show.
that's
I'm like,
awesome.
I got to get here early. So
Have you
we'll check
been to
it
the
out.
beach bash before?
This is my third.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
You go
Oh,
last
awesome,
year?
man.
Last year I came,
Oh,
yeah.
it's so funny because we must have probably seen each other. to be
I
honest.
came
Probably.
last year.
Yeah.
I was not up front this year. I'm
Right.
all excited to be hanging
Hell
out with
yeah.
TCA. And a couple years before that, I came out with an Uber and was able to get pretty trashed.
Oh, nice.
Today I got to
Nice.
drive back to Connecticut.
I was
So
gonna ask you, are you staying or
Keep
what's
it
the
light.
deal? You get a
Keep it light.
hotel? You going back?
Going back. Going back.
All right.
Yeah, I just drove back the other day from Maryland last weekend on Sunday. I was staying at a place called Cobb Island on the water. It's beautiful, right by the Potomac River.
Nice.
Coming back, I left at 2:15 in the afternoon. I got home at 11:15. I had to drop off my brother in Long Island.
Oh,
Traffic
no.
was
Long
fucking
Island.
nightmare.
That's tough.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's always
that's
2
tough.
hours to the trip in Long Island. Anyway, guys, this was really cool talking.
Yeah,
to you.
Yeah,
doing, man,
great,
bro.
great meeting you,
Catching
man.
up
Nice
a little
meeting
bit
you.
more, and
Let's
hopefully
go
catching
Yanks.
let's catch some games live together.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely will.
All right,
We
cheers.
definitely will.
Cheers.
man.
Cheers.
Go Mets.
Let's go.
Oh,
What's
grid?
up, Erndini?
Yeah. just
We'll
at the
do.
end.
We'll hit the grid.
Yeah, we'll hit the grid.
I think
grid.
now's the time.
You want to hit the grid?
Yes. Let me get the grid up.
Right? Because it's almost noon, right?
Jay Bird, you guys talk about this. Yankee fans can't get soda out of their heads like a jealous ex-girlfriend fucked with Ernie.
I think
There we go,
honestly,
dude.
Jason Libertelli is an example of a jealous ex-girlfriend, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
I can definitely vouch for Jay. Probably, like if he was in the position, he would be the jealous ex. I think.
Oh,
He
yeah.
would be that guy.
Yeah.
Not that he is. Doesn't
but-
need to be.
But
he
let's
would
get
be
started
in
on
this
this grid,
situation,
Michael. Do you have it up?
It is
I have it.
1
Up.
second. And it is
I got a couple good ones already, dude.
And then we got Josh B here.
Let's go,
Give
dude.
us a little something, Josh.
let's get Josh on the
Yeah, we
mic.
got to get Josh on here for a
Little,
second.
hey, how's it going,
Josh,
dude? Back, dude.
Yeah, get up there, Kev, dude.
What do we got?
What up,
What do we
Josh
got?
boy? Kev, dude.
What are we doing? Grid?
Yeah, we're doing.
We're
great.
gonna well, in a sec.
Tell
in a
us
sec.
Tell us
In a
what's on
sec.
your mind.
Tell us what's on your
Tell us
mind.
what's
Maybe
on your
sample a
thoughts.
drink.
Sample a llama.
Jump in, push, and give us something.
Kev, dude's saying,
Let's
go,
go, Mets, baby.
All right, man.
Come on, man. Why you gotta do that, dude?
Huh?
Not
I don't
that
know.
good.
Haven't seen him.
But
Come
does
on,
he want to
guys.
be a Met? That's a good question.
Oh yeah. Or was it his mother? Is his mother making him go
I
to
think it's
games
his
right
mother.
now?
That's so ridiculous, dude. That's why he's on the Mets. Dude.
That's not
Because
why
his
he's on the
mother.
Mets, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
why.
Mother.
Yes, it is, dude.
The
Yes,
mother
yes,
has
it
the
is.
stranglehold over him.
The mother. And the father.
No, but
What do you mean?
What do
You
we
guys
got,
are
Josh?
They said it.
Oh, but
Ask Michael K when he gets here.
Michael, by the way, bottom left, Bill Hall.
Bill Hall.
We'll get there in a sec. We'll get there in a
26
sec.
years old. He's listening.
No,
to
we were
Mommy
doing the
and Daddy
grid.
make
Or we're
him
not
like-
Oh, we
Yeah, wait.
oh, okay. Well, I thought we were hanging out with
Well, we
Josh
are
over
hanging
here.
out with Josh B.
I got
Yankees trade deadline. What do you want to see?
Third base. Third base.
Who?
Third base.
Suarez,
Eugenio?
McMahon,
I'll take Eugenio. I'll take McMahon. I'll take Arenado.
Materiello.
Yeah.
I'd rather Matariello.
Let's go, dude. I played
Yeah.
third base, Little League.
I'll
Let's
take
go.
Burgos. I'll take Cabrera. I'll take Yak. That's for sure.
Anything else you want besides third base?
Yeah, anything else
DH?
besides third base or what? Yeah, how do we fix the whole thing we were talking about before, Josh, with Rice and Stan, the
You
at-bats,
can never have
Dominguez?
enough relief pitching.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, dude, the pitching wins in October. That's what wins you October.
Well, don't forget, we don't need starting pitching, which is awesome because we
Yeah.
have Heel coming back. So that'll push
Mm-hmm.
down. I don't know how long is Yarborough going to be out for?
I think it's
15?
short term. I think it's short term. Yeah, I think it's only
Yarbrough
like a
coming
2-week
back.
injury. Yeah.
Maybe another bullpen arm.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I would like to get some go bullpen arm. Get like Felix Bautista or something.
always reaching for the stars, bro.
Who would you get? Who
Well, we
would you have
should.
to give up for that, though?
I mean,
Who?
I don't know. I think I would give up Spencer. Honestly, I just would love to have that dominant of a bullpen.
I don't think there's a path for Spencer Jones to be on the.
Well, it really depends on Bellinger. That's what it is.
I don't know.
If Bellinger opts out, then Jones can play that position.
I don't think Bellinger's gonna opt out.
Strikes out a
He
lot.
might.
though, man.
It depends on the second half of the season.
I know Good Judge did too, though, and then he figured it out.
Well, I don't know.
I will listen. We have gold, and I told Barnes this from the start. Goldschmidt was going to have a great year,
Right.
Yeah.
but he's old.
Yeah.
Spencer Jones could fill that in. Why
Yeah.
not?
No, I agree. And he can fix the strikeout thing too. That's not. I'm not to say like that'll that's part of his game for his whole career. So we'll see.
I saw him played at Somerset. He looked great. Hit a home run.
Yeah,
Nice.
leads the
How far is that
minors
from
home
you?
runs.
25 minutes.
Dude, that's sick. You
Yeah,
bring
the
the girls
ballpark
there?
looks pretty sick.
You bring the girls?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's dope, man.
that's nice.
Twice.
That's sick.
Get a hot dog.
Hot dog, popcorn.
Wow. The whole
beers,
thing,
White
Tony.
Claws.
Sometimes
They were having White
the
Claws?
daughters are having White Claws.
Oh,
What's their favorite flavor, dude?
Wow.
Are they a watermelon?
Whatever flavor.
They drink them all,
dude.
All the flavors.
They just like the way it makes them feel.
So what am I trying here?
It's
So
up
you
to
got
you.
margarita or you got the espresso martini?
Margarita's in the middle,
and the
far is the Moscow Mule.
yes.
I saw through there. My bad.
Kev, have one of each.
Double
One of
fist them.
each.
Come on, Kev.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, dude. Yeah, don't mix them. Just there
You
we
got
go.
two of the same?
You didn't go two of the same, did you?
Not bad.
Yeah, I think you did.
At all.
Would you go
Well, that's-
spicy marg?
I think so. Yeah.
The middle.
Spicy.
Middle. Yeah.
It's a little spicy for you, Kev.
Spicy marg. The mule is a lot of ginger beer in there.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
You like it? You like it?
Margarita, I think, is the best, to be honest.
Definitely spicy, but a good
Listen,
margarita.
But honestly, the Moscow Mule is also really good. I enjoy Moscow Mules. I like ginger beers, so it's
See,
good.
nobody's really trying the.
Dude, just take it. Just take it.
The
Just try
espresso
one.
martini?
Like, let us know what you think. Again, I mean, it's really hard to have espresso martini in a can. You know, like you want them made fresh with the fresh espresso. Kev, dude, knocking shit over.
Yeah, Yak, you want to try something?
Alan.
You want to try a drink?
Alan's already wilding out, bro.
That's not bad. I'm not a big cold coffee drinker.
Oh,
You don't like a nice iced
You don't
coffee?
like a cold brew?
wait, so you don't like iced coffee, dude?
No.
No, you're saying, dude, it's all hot.
There he is.
Extra bitter.
Yeah, no, you don't
Yeah.
like that, dude. Nobody
What-
likes that.
I like iced coffee.
What do you think of the espresso martini, Yak?
Josh, I gotta tell you, dude. I just want
I
to
can get
say,
behind that.
Yeah, definitely. No, you can.
just want to shout out Josh for giving me this beautiful TCA.
Yeah,
hat,
that
dude.
the color scheme
I don't have
there.
anything green, dude. So I'm really
That's
pumped about
the
this.
next hit color
nice
scheme.
snapback.
Yeah.
Let's
And-
go Jets.
Josh B, my boy. Thank you, brother.
Buddy.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you,
Jets is
brother.
right, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Big
Yeah,
year.
it's whatever with the Jets. They're good. They're good. If they're not, fuck them.
But the color
They're
scheme.
never
Been
good.
The color
color
scheme.
scheme.
though. Dude, what are you,
Yeah,
Irish,
no,
dude?
it's
A little Irish?
I'm
in there?
not. No.
Damn it.
Oh, that's right. St. Patrick's Day and
Yeah.
Jets.
St. Patty's. Yes. So Josh, you really can't.
No,
do
that's a
anything
key hat, honestly.
Yeah, I'll see you in March, dude.
Nice green. I did. It goes with the navy.
By the way, my
Come on.
birthday, St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget.
March 17th.
Let's go, dude.
That's a great day. to
There
have
you
a
go.
birthday, dude.
That hat you have is a nice color scheme too.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Little
Yeah,
gray
yeah,
camo.
gray with the red.
The red.
The one and only.
It's nice.
One and only.
Just
Wow.
like you,
It's a
dude.
one of one, dude.
Just like
Yes.
you.
Thank you, Tony. You are
Yes,
one of one
dude.
also with that
Oh,
stash.
thank you. Please. Hold your
Yeah.
applause.
Yeah. We gotta hit a game. We gotta do an event.
Yeah.
There was just one at City Field.
What do you mean, like a
No,
baseball
no, I
game?
know, but like,
go
well,
to a game.
Well, we're talking about a
It doesn't have
TCA
to be a-
Softball.
barbecue coming up.
Yeah, we have a
Right.
barbecue coming up.
We're working
So-
on that.
Working on the deets.
5 minutes, guys,
Yeah.
by the way.
5 minutes.
So
Five
we gotta
minutes.
do
Cinco
grids.
minutos.
We can do grid and picks it out.
What do you mean
Or-
5 minutes?
I was just given the 5-minute sign.
From who?
From who matters? Like, what is it? Like,
You want to go on, Yak?
From the one and only.
Are you sure?
like aren't we here until noon?
All right.
got
I don't. I think-
Yeah,
bro.
Come on.
Don't have
Yeah,
time, Cap.
come on. Give us something, Yak. Yankees. What do we got?
Gentlemen, love you guys.
What's going on,
Love you
bro?
too, Josh.
Love you too, brother.
You, man.
So I'm not as worried in the AL as I have been in the past 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Meaning, like, the Tigers don't scare me. The Astros don't scare me
Oh,
anymore.
really?
You know, I Tarek Skubal and who? You know, they have
Yeah.
Casey Mize.
Glaber
Yeah.
Torres.
Glaber's been doing well though. Like, you can't knock that, right? Might be all-star.
Yeah.
Torkelson.
Yeah, but I mean Torres, I do miss him because he'd be a good bat, you know, leading off for us. But you know, third baseman, and
Yeah.
you know what you guys have been saying all show: Suarez, McMahon. You know, I'm not picky.
Either way.
Jazz got to get back to second base.
All right.
And let him play his natural position. It just stinks that Stanton is clogging up the DH hole because that would free up.
Yeah, it would make it so much better. Yeah,
everyone.
We want Rice in the lineup as much as we can.
Right. And I think I agree with Dominguez what he said the other day about playing every day.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge part of succeeding in the league.
He's got to be out there every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just
I mean, the 4-hit game the other night.
So I have a question. Do you guys think it's a problem that we're trying to force Stanton to stay in the lineup just because he was so good in the playoffs?
Yeah, because you could just see it now. Even though he hasn't hit a home run, I mean, he's getting premier exit velocity on his hits. I mean, he could still
He's got to
rake.
be in there then.
Yeah.
too.
No, definitely has to be in there.
But do you think it's hindering your team in the regular season?
No, because he's helping us in the regular season. He's had big hits since he came back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if he was up there and like just.
If he's hitting 100 like LeMahieu, it would be different.
Right. That would be,
Just can't run.
Yeah, have that.
But yeah, I mean, why do you need to run if you hit it over the fence, right?
Exactly. You don't need to.
Trot. Mike Trout has to do that. It's a bad name.
Trots, dude.
Yeah. He doesn't want to
Trots.
leg it out and break, get any lower body type of injury, dude.
All I know is we better just sweep Oakland, honestly. That'll just be nice. Get that hat off, actually.
Yo, dude,
It's
honestly,
the Oakland colors.
Dude, watch
What are you
out for Severino, man.
doing? We're gonna hammer Severino like we did in Sacramento.
No facts, honestly. He's
Let's
not
have a
been good this
day,
year.
fellas.
Let's
have
go.
a day,
Good
bro.
stuff, Yak.
Cheers.
Yes, sir.
What a time, boys.
And Bernie, by the way, TCA baby barbecue. Let's go.
Hell yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah,
It's going to be
baby.
dope. Working on the details. Are we doing the grid?
Yes, no, grid time, definitely.
All right, so
We
what's
need the grid.
Bill Hall, bottom left.
Strike up the music.
30 plus
Bill
home
Hall,
run?
Bottom
Yep.
left, dude. I got one from Milwaukee, Miami. And this is
Bill
gonna be a-
Hall, 0.5.
How about that?
This is gonna be a fan favorite. Marlins Brewers.
Yep.
Curtis Granderson.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Making connections for the pig race.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
dude.
By the way,
1%.
Michael, bottom
1%? Let's go.
middle, Lance Berkman.
I got one from
2%.
I got one from middle also.
Okay.
And this is a Josh B shout out because I looked him up because Josh B said it one day. Bobby Bonilla.
Hey.
Wow.
Still gets paid.
Still gets paid.
Where's Rick?
Wow.
Where's Rick?
Yeah.
4%.
And Michael, how about Angels Cardinals? Troy Glass. Shout out Ernie, the jersey.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
2%.
Wow.
Do you want to do A-Rod for 30 and 30?
Ernie already did his grid. Don't take
Did
his
he go
answers.
30-30?
He
Ernie, did A-Rod go 30-30?
right?
I think at least once.
He definitely did.
Yeah. I don't think. Don't do that.
A really good one.
Vlad
Speaking of
Guerrero.
Mike, Ernie.
Speaking of the mic,
Shohei.
Shohei's in there.
You think Shohei's been too
Mookie
much, though?
Betts. Did Mookie Betts do it?
Mookie Betts went 30-30.
so what are we doing?
Dante Bichette.
Oh, Dante Bichette. I like that.
Not Bo.
0.1. They don't care.
There we go.
I care.
That's sick. Thank you, Ernie.
No, you guys are
It's a
jerk
Twins
offs.
jersey.
sick,
Jim
dude.
Tomey. Can we use Tomey for anything here? Probably not, dude.
All right, so we got 3 left.
Wait, do we?
You got 30 stolen bases in Angels?
No.
Here's a good one for you. Bobby Abreu.
Oh.
Wait. Abreu for the Angels?
I think he was on there.
1%. Don't ever
stole
doubt Ernie.
30
Wait, yours says 1%?
The Schwab.
Bobby Abreu.
Wow.
Mine says 0.5 when I typed mine in.
Do not.
I don't care because you probably did it and
Mine
it
says
now brought up to
1%.
1%.
It's impossible.
Yes, no, it's not possible.
What about 30 for Miami?
30 for Miami.
I mean, I don't want to go with the obvious.
Juan Pierre.
Wait, Michael, did you have Brewers,
Jazz.
Angels, or no?
Yeah,
No.
that obvious?
Juan Pierre.
So top left,
Yep.
Derek
No, Juan
Turnbow,
Pierre?
and it's Derek with an
No,
I.
he's not
Yeah.
obvious. I was saying I don't want to go with the obvious.
You said Juan Pierre
0.5.
too,
This
right?
could be one of our best grids
0.5.
ever.
Derek Turnbow already. I know you know him.
By the way, Ernie did say he got a 6 today. 6?
Yes, a 6 on the grid.
6 on the grid, dude.
All right, we got 1 left.
Bro, I think Juan
What's left?
Pierre. The
Middle
Marlins.
30. Marlins 30 plus.
stolen bases.
Oh, you said that already.
I can give you
Yeah.
a
Who'd he say? I don't know.
really good one.
What is it?
Well,
Kilvio Veras.
How do you spell that?
Quilv.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we
It's in
go.
there.
1%, 14 score.
14. Not a Yearny 6, but 14
That
is
is
pretty
tied
good.
for our
Not
lowest.
enough.
It is.
We had
It is.
14 as our
Yeah.
lowest, dude.
Let's go. Tied it.
We did tie it,
Nice.
dude.
Let's
On
go.
the day that you guys got your lowest, I made sure I got my lowest.
Let's go.
I
dude.
Let's
appreciate that,
go.
Ernie.
Yo,
That's
it's
awesome
always good to
stuff.
be
Ernie
in
shows
Awesome.
up, baby. Let's go.
A one-upper.
Woo! Let's go. Honestly,
Right. I don't take it personal.
This has been awesome. How about the premier guest interaction here right now?
I wish we could have this every day. It's
beautiful, dude.
To be
I know.
honest, dude.
I know.
This is fucking sick.
Charlie also
we should
added that
establish,
Soriano went
residency.
40-40
Soriano went also 40-40
with the Nationals.
With the Nationals.
All right.
Wow, dude.
All right.
Appreciate the help, guys.
Love you guys.
Wow.
Love you guys.
too,
Right.
Josh.
TCA for life.
TCA for
TCA,
life.
boy.
TCA for life. All right. I mean, is that it?
That
Do we gotta get out? We gotta go.
I mean,
I'm ready. I gotta
The
pee.
golf? The
We gotta
golf?
break down the golf, dude.
I mean,
well, I was
at
gonna
least-
say, I think we should leave the set up for a little bit. Maybe do our interviews here.
The Rocket Classic, dude.
Yeah, let's get a leaderboard
I mean,
update, though, at least.
We'll figure it out.
Aldrich Potgieter
Stop it.
leads with Hideki Matsuyama, Chris Kirk, and Mark Hubbard all at 12 under par.
Potgieter.
Jake Knapp lurking at 11 under par with a slew of other golfers, including Ben Griffin and Max Greiserman. You have Rio Histatune at 10 under. And let's see, Minwoo Lee at 9 under. Siwoo Kim at 7 under.
Here we go. We got someone in here.
What's up, guys? I'm Jake Montgomery. I think you guys know I'm our social media manager.
What's going on,
Yeah.
Jake?
Love your guys' work. You guys do great stuff.
Oh,
and
thanks,
we
dude.
appreciate you being here today. I have a question for you guys.
What do we got?
If you could hang out with one ESPN New York
boy.
host
Ooh.
on the beach for a weekend,
Okay.
which host are you choosing?
I mean,
I'm going with Don, dude. Don,
Okay.
oh my
Don.
god. And he's a Met fan too, but we would be chilling. It would be a good time.
Well,
I
Don
think.
is the king of beach bash.
Don
That's
is-
not a bad
Don
choice.
likes to have a
that's
good
true.
time. He sings, doesn't care what anybody thinks. He's chilling. I'm going with Don.
Going with Don.
I would go with Dan Grassa.
Oh god.
And
dude.
because
And Grassa wouldn't come back.
I've heard him talk about Yankee fans, their pajamas, all of this, DJ LeMayo. I think it would be nice to get on the same page with Dan. And I think it would take a whole weekend, to be honest.
That's a fair answer. I like it.
yeah, I do. I like
I'd
that.
probably go with Rick, to be honest. Obviously,
Wow.
I'm thinking about Dave, but I feel like he would be complaining a lot on the beach. You know, too hot,
Here's
sweaty.
The thing with
Yeah,
Rick.
yeah.
I'm sure you guys have seen his muscles. I don't
Yeah.
know if you want to be the guy standing next to Rick on the beach for an entire week.
I get that, but I also feel like he would be open to oiling me up. You know, like putting the sunscreen on my back. So I'm gonna
You know
go with
what?
Rick.
You got it. But
Yeah.
also,
I'm going-
say, again, great work, guys. Happy you're here, and let's have a great beach bash.
Thanks
Hell
so
yeah,
much,
Jake.
Jake.
Thanks, Jake.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you,
That was
dude.
awesome. That was definitely awesome.
Definitely awesome.
Yeah.
Jake,
Fuck you,
the
Mike.
snake. Same name as my brother.
That is
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Parallel.
What was I going to say? I'm going with Dave.
But
So-
Dave.
I don't think he really asked you to be honest.
well, I'm talking to you guys.
Oh, Jake, come back for a second.
Well, what a
So
show,
Mike,
guys.
Mike, you go with Dave.
What a
Yeah.
show. What a
What a
life.
show,
what a life.
Leave up
Tony's
the
mean.
set maybe for interviews.
Yes, we are.
Maybe.
I think we should.
Oh, yeah,
Tony
sure.
wants to break.
I think it would be pretty
Well, we gotta
ridiculous.
break down everything else besides cameras and lights.
You
Yeah.
could just get Hammett here, right?
No, this is our little cabana.
Yeah.
I think it's a good move.
Have the
At the
cabana.
Copacabana.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone here for joining in.
And I'd like
Yes.
to thank the Velvet Llama,
Yes.
Bar A, ESPN Radio, and the fine people from the TCA.
Absolutely,
Okay,
dude.
thank you guys.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you,
go.
dude.
Let's go,
bro.
You make
Best.
this happen.
No, man, you guys make it happen. Come on.
Yo, this is a dope day, man.
Yeah.
I'm just
What a
happy
day,
to
what a
be
life.
here.
Just started,
Absolutely,
baby.
dude.
And
Mike,
let's
this
get
is
a
fucking
fucking
sick,
Yankee
brother.
win later.
Vlog in it. Let's go, Mets.
Here,
Be back in studio on Monday, baby.
And
Let's
guess
go
what?
Yanks.
We will see you on
Monday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.